Alright, here at No Reserve we have our beautiful 1994 Ford F-150. It's really hard to find body style. It's extended cab short bed, two-wheel drive, but it's fully loaded. It's got all power options, XLT powered, XLT, all the trim package. It's factory Oxford white with the dark tourmaline metallic, which is basically like a forest green metallic on the bottom. It's all original paint. It was purchased new in Texas, but only lived in Texas for a couple years before it moved up here with the original owner in Washington State, and stayed with them until our ownership. Zero accidents, clean Washington title, has the Alcoa wheels, power mirrors, power seats. It's got the all the lenses are really nice and clear. It's got 150,000 miles, you know, 5.0 302 V8, 4-speed automatic overdrive transmission. Just a really clean and crisp color options, and the body style extended cab short bed. You know, you can see, so we'll start out here in the front. You're gonna get a little bit of stone chips, just a couple little guys, you know, on the Oxford white, you know, for being you know, it's crazy to think this truck's almost 30 years old. I mean, it's really knocking on the door. It probably was purchased in 1993, as they usually sell the year before. But you look at the headlights, how beautiful and clear those are. Bumper, you know, it's got a tiny little scuff there, and maybe a little paint transfer from like a fence or something, but that'll come right off if you get some lacquer thinner or a goof off. Bottom valance is in nice shape. I mean, overall, this truck is just in killer condition. All the chrome is nice and deep reflective, you know, very minor age wear in them, but nothing to really complain about or see. What those are is just like tiny little maybe pepper chips, but again, you got to get pretty much right in your face on those. You know, rust free, no wheel well rust. Underneath is crazy clean. You know, the cowl isn't all dented in. People will do that sometimes. Your hood's not hyperextended. You will see there's like a little stain in the paint there, you know, whether you wanted to go through and maybe for some tree sap or something. You will find little things like that. There's a little ding on the top of the cab right there. No paint damage, so you could get that ironed out. So we're gonna go ahead and work our way around this truck. You know, you got a couple little stone chips there. And that's going to be the extent of it. You know, your molding's a little bit faded, but the chrome is nice and not delaminated or anything like that. Going to get these tiny little chips. So expect this stuff. You know, you'll see on the bottom a couple of areas you're going to have chipping in the pinstriping. And again, 30 years old. This is really, really minor stuff. You can see the bulkhead hasn't been smashed in. I think it had a canopy on it most of its life, because the inside of the bed is just phenomenal. There's not, you know, there's a couple little scrapes here and there. But you look at the bed bolts are still that nice aluminum color. There's not one dent in the wheel well from any type of loading. Factory rear window. We had the original front window was still in this truck when we purchased it, but it had a crack, so we had a brand new windshield put in it. You know, you're gonna find some couple of chips that have been touched up in this truck, you know, which is pride of ownership type deal. Inside here you can see it's all original paint. If it was repainted, you'd have overspray blown in here and tape marks. But factory decal on both doors, which is always cool to see. Again, little chips touched up. There's a little scrape right here. Probably about over 200 photos of this, so take your time to go over them. We're gonna have a video, driving video of all that stuff. A little bit of wear here, I think from, you know, that canopy that was on there. It's original dealer decal right there and in the door jamb, which is cool. It's got some aging, a little flex. It's just adhesive, so if you want to take that off and polish this out, you could. It's got a little crack in the plastic, but it's just really cool to see that original stuff there almost 30 years later. Bumper's in nice shape. Chrome's really good, just a little nick in the plastic moldings. Couple little marks there. You know, no dent or anything here, but a little chip in the paint and some chip in the pinstriping. Tiny little scratch that's been touched up. Little chip that's been touched up. Again, no bedside big scratches, loading scratches. This truck, no dents, no creases. Just a little bit. Didn't do any body damage, but just on the wheel well, there's a little ding right there. Some chipping in the pinstriping. All the green's in beautiful condition. Again, the bulkhead isn't all smashed down. You get a little wear in the paint, but you can get polished with cap or bed line or whatever you want. Chip that was touched up there. I think it had door edge guards on it, because it did put a little bit of something in right there. But overall, I mean, this truck, you look at the body lines, the gaps on the fenders and doors all the way around. No door sag. Really just beautiful condition. Little touch-up area right there. We'll start on the passenger side, and I'm going to work around the driver's side. So it's got the coveted, started in 1994, first year for this. They call that the 40-40-20 seat. So you have that killer fold down console with cup holders, but you fold up. You got another seat belt, so seat belts for 6 total. You got all the dash is really nice, no cracks or chips. Factory stereo still works. Ice cold AC heater. You still got the original dealer. It's got the it's the style side, and it's the lot number for the original purchase. Plano, Texas, Middlecoff Ford. It's just amazing to see this stuff for 30 years. You've got all your books, all the goodies still in there. I just love stuff like that. No odors, smoking smells, or anything like that. There's a little mark here in the carpet. Not sure what that's from, or if it's... got WeatherTech mats front and rear, but the carpet's in excellent shape. Again, there's photos without that. All the little bit of scuffing here, but other than that, got your factory cup holders that pop out, which are killer. They're not broken or anything like that. Headliners, nice shape. The visors stay up. This is just really common in this era of Ford. These are metal and they get a little bit of surface rust, but you can use the SOS pad and just carefully go over this, and it'll get rid of that kind of little oranging you see there. Or you could pop them out and just repaint them gray. So pretty good, quick job if you want to do it. Being original, I didn't want to take the door panel off. Little hairline crack there. Slight bit of fading up there, but the door panel's never been off. Factory stereo. I just didn't want to be the guy to jump in there. I'm just kind of the caretaker for it. You can see carpet's in nice shape. I'll leave that to the next owner if they're nicky picky about something like that. I'm going to take you around here to the driver's side. I'll take you to the back real quick. A ton of underside photos, so take a look at those beauties. Factory spare still in place. A couple, loading scratches on the tailgate. Rear end's been serviced, oil's been changed, alignment, all kinds of good stuff like that. Tires balanced out. Look how clean all that is. This is like the low mile, just cream puff stuff, where those anodized pieces still have that kind of sheen to them, which I just love. Alrighty. Shuts really nice. You can use one hand. It's got the little sport mirrors, which I love. Power seat. All that stuff. You can see the pedal pads don't have much wear. Steering wheel, no wear. It's still nice and tight leather. A lot of times these are real faded and pulled out or been cut off. So this is like the stuff I look at. This is like kind of the freaking holy grail of steering wheels. It's just immaculate. A little bit of surface rust on that. That stuff just happens. It's kind of like the seat mounts. You see the carpet's in really nice shape. I love these WeatherTech mats. A little bit of burn mark there, but this thing absolutely does not smell. So maybe this was something early on its life. And again, same decal for, then there's the VIN decal. It's just cool to see this, no overspray, no tape lines, no paint work. Nothing's been messed with. I mean, look at those rockers, barely any entry wear, no rust, stress cracks, anything like that. Door panels all nice and tight to the door. These trucks are just getting to be extremely hard to find, especially with this low ownership, low miles. 150,000 miles on a 1994 is extremely low. They did add this, which is not like a cheap kit because it does come with the attachments and everything like that. I do have the original airbox if you want that. Again, it is nice to have. It does give it a little bit extra kind of power. It's a mass airflow truck, which is great to find. A little bit of, a little bit of aging, but this is what you want to see. It's not, no armor all sprayed everywhere, not making it look like it's something that's not. You can still see the decal on the valve cover underneath. The decals are super cool. Original jack in place. So underside the hood, honest and clean, but not made out of something it's not. Just a beautiful, clean used truck. And it's going to be going at no reserve again. 94 F-150, extended cab short bed, XLT dual tanks, AC, heat, all power options you could get. Pretty much this truck has every option you could get in 1994. It's got the two-tone, the Alcoas, XLT package, all power options, mirror seat. It's got the 40-40-20 seat. It's got tilt steering. Only thing it doesn't have is this rear slider, but that was always kind of an aftermarket window thing. Two-tone paint, so it's this beautiful all original paint is original paint truck is ready for its new owner. So good luck, everybody.